Hey class, Mr. Pusky here. Hope you're having a good day so far. We are continuing with chapter 4, which is lines and intercepts and slope and that kind of stuff. Today we're talking about graphing using intercepts. Our essential question is, what are the x and y intercepts of a graph and how do we find them? So the x-intercept of a graph is literally where the graph crosses the x-axis. So on this graph to the right here, which one's the x-axis? The horizontal one or the vertical one? The horizontal one is the x-axis. I'll put it over here, actually. So it's supposed to cross right here. This graph's a little bit off, but what's the coordinates of that point there? It's -1, -1, 0, or the x-intercept is just -1. It crosses at -1. Likewise, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So where does it cross the y-axis up here? It looks like it crosses right here. What's the coordinates of that point? If we go up 2, is that +2 or -2? What is that? It's the y-intercept of +2 when we go up 2. This is the y-axis. Okay? So it's literally just where the line crosses the x or y-axis. That's going to be our x or y-intercept. And literally you just need to put 1 or put the number that's going to be in the blanks right here. Okay? Now, how do we find the x-intercepts without a graph? So this is a little interesting. So what are the coordinates of the y value when you are looking for an x-intercept here? Well, what's the coordinates of this point right here, right? This coordinates of this point up here is 1, 0, right? What's the coordinates of this point right here? 3, 0. What's the coordinates of this point over here? -3, 0. That's really sloppy, but you get the idea. So what's the coordinate? What is the y value whenever you cross the x-axis? It's always 0, right? So that's kind of a shortcut to using algebra to figure out what the x-intercept is going to be. So the x-intercept is every point in the x value has a y value of 0. So to find the x-intercept, you're going to plug in 0 for y, and then you can solve. What about the y-intercept? Well, the coordinates of this point up here is going to be 2, 0. What's the coordinates of this point? That is not 0. Sorry, I goofed up. My bad. This is 0, 2. Coordinates of this point right here is 0, 1. What's the coordinates of this point? 0, -2. So what is the x value whenever you cross the y-axis? It is always 0, right? I'm trying to delete everything here. Okay, so to find the y-intercept, you're going to plug in 0 for x. Okay, that's just kind of a shortcut. All right, let's go ahead and move on here. So to find the x, it says find the x-intercept of the graph of the equation. So we have 2x plus y equals 10. All right, so we're looking for the x-intercept. Well, the x-intercept when y equals 0, so we're literally going to replace the y with 0. That's just how it works. And we get 2x plus 0 is just 2x equals 10. Divided by 2 on both sides. X is going to be equal to 5. So the x-intercept is going to be 5. Or it crosses the x-axis at the point 5, 0. Okay? So an x-intercept of 5 is 5, 0 is what the equation is going to look like. All right, let's find the y-intercept now. Now we're doing the similar thing, but not quite the same. So it says find the y-intercept of the graph of each equation. We have x minus 3y equals 12. Well, again, we're looking for the y-intercept, so we're going to plug in 0 for the opposite one here. So we're going to plug in 0 in for x. We get 0 minus 3y equals 12. The 0 cancels out. We get -3y equals 12. Divided by -3. Y is going to equal -4. So the y-intercept equals -4, or the coordinates of the point is going to be 0, -4. Because we literally plugged in 0 in for x, and y was equal to -4, so it's 0, -4. Same thing up here. We plugged in 0 for y, so we got 0 for y, and x equals 5. That's where we get these from. All right. Here's a shortcut. I want to show you something. Okay, so for this, let's look at this. I'm going to use a different color here. For number 1, if I'm looking for the x-intercept, we plug in 0 for y, right? So here's a shortcut. Do I need to multiply -3 times 0, or is that always going to be 0? It's always going to be 0. So when I do that, if I'm looking for the x-intercept, I can literally just cover up the y and it's going to be gone, and I get x equals 12. If I'm looking for the y-intercept, I can cover up the x because it's going to be 0, and I get -3y equals 12. So that's kind of a shortcut that I would highly recommend you do if you're able to. If you're looking for the x-intercept, cover up y in an equation because it's going to cancel out. If you're looking for the y-intercept, you're going to cover the x, and that one's going to cancel out. There's no reason to do x minus 3 times 0 equals 12 if this is just going to cancel out anyways. Okay, so work smarter, not harder, right? All right, moving on. Graph the line with the following intercepts. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so the x-intercept was green, I believe. Yep. So here's our x-axis. Where's the x-intercept of -3 going to be? Well, we're going to go -3 on the x-axis, which is left 3. And then we have the y-intercept was 2, so we're going to go up 2 or down 2. We're going to go up 2. We're going to connect the line. And there's our graph. That's all you got to do. If they give you the x and y intercept, you can just connect them, and that's all you got to do. But here's something I don't want you to do. Some people do this. They go left 3, up 2. They just put a point like this up here. This is not these are two different points. This is -3, 0, and this is 0, 2. Okay, I'm telling you right now, hopefully you're watching this video, but I guarantee people are going to do that. They're going to put a single point. They're going to go left 3, up 2. That is not correct. There are 2 points. This is where it crosses the x-axis. This is where it crosses the y-axis, and they are 2 points that you connect to make a line. So do not go left 3, up 2, or I will point and laugh at you, okay? Not really, but I'm warning you right now to help you out. All right, x-intercept of -2 and -4 for y. So I forgot to put y in here. Give me a sec. I'll start with y this time. We got y of -4, so we're going to go up 4 or down 4. It's on the y-axis. We're going to go down 4, put a point. Our x-intercept is -2. We're going to go left 2. And again, we're going to connect this. That was really bad. Probably not going to be perfect, but we'll do the best we can. It's really off, but you get the idea. Okay, and again, it is not left 2, down 4. It is not a single point down here like this. I'm going to cross this one off too. Okay? It is 2 points. It is -2, 0, and it is 0, -4. 2 different points that you're graphing and connecting to make a line. All right, moving on. It says find the x and y intercepts of the line, graph the equation, and label the points where it crosses the x-axes. All right, so we're going to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Let's do the x-intercept first. So the x-intercept happens when y equals 0, right? So I'm literally going to plug in 0 in for y. So we're going to get 0 equals 3x plus 3. Now we got to solve for x. Well, I got everything on one side here. I need to get I can either move the x's or I can move the constants. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. So I get -3 equals 3x divided by 3. So I'm going to get -1 equals x. That's going to be my x-intercept. The y-intercept, remember to solve for the y-intercept, we're going to cover up the x. We're going to get rid of the x. I couldn't really do it in the last one because I had it equal to 0 here. This was 0 over here, so you can't really, that cover-up thing doesn't really work for that one, but it does work for this one. This is going to be y equals 3 times 0 plus 3, or just y equals 0 plus 3, or literally, see how I covered it up and I just got y equals 3? That's my final answer. So we're going to get y equals 3, so we're going to go up 3. For x, we're going to go down 1, or left 1, I mean. And here's our line. And that's all you got to do. Find the x and y intercept and then plot the points. Remember, it's 2 separate points. It's not left 1, up 3. It's not like this. This is not a point over here. It's going to be 2 points that you connect to make a line. All right, x and y intercept, last problem of the day for this video. So we're looking for the x-intercepts. So let's do the shortcut here. We can do the shortcut here. So we're looking for the x-intercept so we can cover up y. It's going to be equal to 0. So I get 2x equals 6. Or if you need the help to see this better, you can do negative 2x minus 3 times 0 equals 6 and solve that from here. But I'm just skipping some steps to give you a shortcut. That's just going to go to 0 anyway. So we get 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we go 3 right on the 1, 2, 3. All right, and then the y-intercept. So again, for the y-intercept, you could do 2 times 0. We plug in 0 for x. Or you can just cross it out and just get negative 3y equals 6. Divided by negative 3. Y equals negative 2. So we get y equals negative 2 down 2. And we're going to connect these dots. And there's our graph. All right, that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. We will see you.